Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing my September TBR video. But first of all, look, I'm in a massive jumper. I'm so glad the sun has pissed off and it's finally nice and cold. Well, it's not cold, but it's cold enough to wear a jumper, so I'm excited. But yes, I was planning on doing the Because We Can Readathon, but I'm probably not going to now. I've decided that I just need to read some books, some specific books, and a different readathon makes that possible. So instead I am participating in the Introverted Reader Readathon, which is the whole of the month. This was created by Katie over at Introverted Reader, so obviously supporting that small readathon, and the Questianos fit stuff, so that's why I'm doing it. Also, another side note, I swear I'll get to the video eventually. If you haven't checked out my shelf reorganisation video yet, then give that a go. It was my last video on here. It's fun. I did all this. Now let's actually get into the video. So, the first promptiano is read a book that has been unread for too long. Now I'm giving this a little tweak, and I'm reading Nansen by Roland Huntford. I started this a few months ago. I'm 330 pages in, so it's been left unread because I started it and haven't finished it. So that's how I'm going with this. I want to finish this book. I was really enjoying it as well. It's just all the readathons got on top of me and I'm reading other books, and I want to carve out time and say I'm going to finish this because it's really interesting and I like polar exploration, and I really like Nansen, and I'm going to finish it. So yeah, that is what I'm reading for that one. It's also on my 2021 TBR, which, spoiler alert, you will see a few books on there because I'm a little bit behind. Only a teensy bit, a little bit behind. Check out my Year in Thirds Part 2, which is the next video out, and you will know the ins and outs of that. The next prompt is read a middle grade book. This one I'm not so contained. I have a few different choices. I'll pick one of them, maybe more, but I have got a few big books on the TBR. So I'm probably going to read either Life of Riley by Simon James Green, Rick by Alex Gino, or Rainbow Grey by Laura Ellen Anderson. I'll choose one of these. It'll be whatever I'm in the mood for. The next prompt is have a friend / family member pick a book for you. So technically I haven't done this right now, but I know if I were to do it and I would ask my sister what I should read, she would pick this book because it's hers. And I've been reading this series for a long time and I need to read it. It's also my 2021 TBR. And that is War Master's Gate by Aidan Tchaikovsky. This is book 9 in the Shadows of the Alps series. There's 10 books in total, so I'm very close to finishing it. Like I said, this is on my 2021 TBR. I need to read it. It technically is a family member pick because my sister picked these books up and lent them to me and wants me to read them, so it works. This is a fantasy steampunky series about war and loads of different races of humans that have different bug things about them, and it's intricate and hard to explain, and this is book 9 anyway, so I can't really go into any details, but it's really good and I need to read it. The next prompt is read a manga / graphic novel. Again, this one is on my 2020 TBR. And that is Saga Compendium 1 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Technically I have read the first volume of this because I had the first volume on its own, but when I got this compendium I gave that one away. So I'm going to reread that and then read all the 8 others in here, because I'm pretty sure this is 9 volumes bound up into one. So another quite chunky one, but it's a graphic novel, so it'll be fine. And this is sci-fi about 2 people from different alien races that hate each other, but then they love each other and then they have a baby and then they're on the run. And it's cool, the art's cool, so I'm interested in finding out more that happens. Before we go on to the next prompt, let's just head on over to the sponsors, give them a little look in, and then I'll be back with the last few prompts. They're just queuing up. They're queuing up to see you, but only if you're subscribed. Oh, little guy swerving all the haters. Mance is staying for the players. That makes no sense. So the next prompt is read a book to a sequel. No, that's not how them words fit together. The next prompt is read a sequel to a book. No. Let me try that 3rd time. The next prompt is read a sequel to a book that's in a series you need to finish. I still think that's wrong. But anyway, for that one, I'm going with The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson. This is the final book in this series. I can't remember what it's called. The Remnant Chronicles. Again, it's on my 2021 TBR. You can see where I'm going with this whole month. So yeah, I enjoyed the other two books. It's the last book in a series. I need to read it. It's fantasy. Stuff happens. There you go. Not gonna lie, it's been so long since I read the second one. It'll probably take me a few chapters to get back into it and realise what the crap's going on, because, you know, that's how it works. Now I'm thinking about it, I feel like I remember what happened in the last one right at the end, so I feel like maybe I know what's going on, but probably not. The next prompt is read a book with LGBTQIA plus rep. For this one, I'm going to read Once Upon a Rainbow, Volume 3. This isn't on my 2021 TBR, but it is a book that I started reading. It's a book of short stories. I read the first one, so I just want to read the other ones to get it read, so it's not just sat on my shelf, partly read. So technically I'm not within a story, but I'm within the book, so I'm going to read this. And this is all different short stories that are about the fantasies and words, I can't remember what the word is, fairy tales, but make them gay, or lesbian, or trans, or whatever, you know? So that's where we are with here. The first one was Pinocchio, and there's a bunch of others like Cinderella and Gretel and some other words. So yeah. And then the last prompt is read a book written by a POC author. And again, for the final time in this TBR, this is a book on my 2021 TBR. And that is Anger is a Gift by Mark Shiro. I've been wanting to read this since I bought this book, and it just hasn't happened yet, so I need to do it because I'm really excited about it. I know it's contemporary, I think it's set in school, or at least some of it's set in school, and then the school's a little bit shit, so they have officers in there. It's a very American thing, isn't it, having police officers at actual literal schools. But I think it's that sort of business, and then maybe some racism happens towards him or friends. I can't remember. I don't even want to read the back because I don't need to know. I just know that I want to read it. And there we have it. Those are all the books I want to read in September. Quite a few big ones on there, like Warmaster's Gate is about 700 pages. I know the Saga Compendium is over 1,000. I don't know how much I've still got of Nansen to read, but maybe 350 to 400 pages, something like that. So some quite chunky ones, but it's good to actually tell myself to read them and then read them instead of just reading little books. So looking forward to that, and just all the books in general. So yeah, let me know down below what you're reading in September, if you've read any of these books, if they seem interesting to you. Just say some words down below and I will reply. And if this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. And if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video.